Good morning, good morning. Say happy Monday when you hop on. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to wear this out for my walk or not. I love this shirt. It's one of those Facebook things that keeps haunting me. So I finally bought it. All right, let me see if I can get this shared over on my business page. It reminds me that I forgot to share on YouTube from Friday, so I need to go do that today too. Share it to the right place. Did you guys have a good weekend? This was kind of low key, which I was pretty excited about because we had a busy one last weekend. We got home and we have a busy one this coming weekend. So yeah, I didn't mind a low key one. Plus the weather was not the greatest. So there was a couple of times we were going to go out walking and it was raining. So I walked inside. All right, let's get this inner glow going. Do the things we can do while we can do them. All right, I do need a drink of coffee. Coffee chaser. All right, this can make you feel old if you're like me. The Gilmore Girls' 25th anniversary, right? Let's warm this up too. Gosh, I can't believe it's been 25 years since it was on TV. And now I'm trying to remember. I don't even know that I watched it while it was going on. I'm going to use illuminating primer today instead of the regular primer. Just a little extra glow. We're going to do extra complexion stuff today. Look how shiny this makes your face. Do you like shiny? All right. We're going to put other foundation on anyway, so. But if you just like a little glow, you could go with just this. Yeah, illuminating primer for that part of the win. Oh, yes, it's Monday. I've got some things to do. I got to start organizing things. Pretty much settled on my outfit for the 40th reunion. It's my husband's 40th reunion. Would have been 44 for me because I was 4 years older. Yeah. All right. I'm trying to decide what to do exactly for my shadows today. I'm going to try a couple of different colors I haven't used yet. I'm going to stick with my mauve, but I'm going to use a little bit of brown with it. Is that the brown one? Chocolate truffle on the outer edge just to kind of blend it out. And I grabbed two of them, rusted sand or, anyway, I have to decide while I'm doing it because they, once you put them in place, they're not going anywhere. And they have hydrating properties, so your eyes aren't going to dry out. Oh, hey, what time is it where you're at? I know you're way across. Is it? I'm sure you're not the same time zone as normal. All right, let's use this marvelous mauve. They glide on super easy. And like I said, once you get them in place, they are going to stay there. I'm using my finger. I am being lazy, but I'm going to grab my brush. We're going to smooth it out. 3:52 p.m., I'm assuming, not a.m. 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. So, 7 hours. 7 hours different. Okay. So 4, 9, 5, 6. So it'd be like dinner time when we have Glam Girls today then. So y'all, your food is looking awesome, by the way. All right, so I got to be awfully careful with this chocolate brown because seems to be dark. I haven't used it yet, but it seems to be. So I'm just going to use a little smidge, like a couple of dots. And then I'm going to grab my Ingles shadow brush and blend it out. I might use this as my liner today too. Oh, so I didn't need to be scared about it. It's blending out really well and it's not super dark, but I like it. I like it. I don't wear a lot of browns. This one is kind of nice. You're in trouble. Yeah, I can imagine. I'm trying to decide which path I'm going to take this weekend. I don't know what the food's going to be, where we're going, so I got to kind of leave some room for it. All right. I'm going to go with champagne. Nope, this one, whatever this one is, frosted sand. So I got to leave some room for it, but there's some things that just sound really good while we're up there. Like I haven't had one of the bagels in a long time, like fresh, like that morning bagel. And then there's always Big B coffee with the chocolate mocha syrup, which is not 0 points, even though it's sugar-free. I think it's like 2 points, and it's like 50 or 60 calories for a pump of it. That's so good. Yeah. All right. Like I said, you got to work quickly with these shadows, but when you put them in place, they're not going to crease. They are going to stay in place until you wash them off that night. So it's kind of a pretty look. I will come back and do underneath the eye here in a sec. All right, so I'm going to try and do the similar on the other side. Let's see if we can do it. Let's see. And foundation, I'm going to go with tinted moisturizer with a little bit of extra today just to kind of cover up some of these spots that I have. I really need to get off the stick and try and use my vitamin C treatment, which will help fade them some. It's not going to take them away. Like, I've earned these spots. All right, I like to use the finger here. Dark plum. They don't. The mauve is the darkest plumish color that I have. And as of right now, there's no green, but a lot of times for our Black Friday sales, they'll come out with different colors. And since these are new, I'm wondering if they might do that. Dark plum. I wish we had more of a dark plum. I really enjoy dark plum. We had a purple palette a while ago, but it was powder, and I don't do so well with the powders anymore. I really enjoy the cream shadows now that I've switched over. Right now we have 8 colors of the shadows. Actually, 2 of them are technically out of stock at the moment because we've sold so many of them. I gotta get to blending on this so I can get it to be even. Otherwise, I'm gonna end up putting a little extra here. You know how that goes to get them even? Yeah, I put a little extra on this one, so we're gonna have to come back to this one. And just to kind of make them look a little bit more similar, I'm gonna do this. So keep your eyes out. I like to I have already given them feedback once, but I give them feedback multiple times about color choices. But the ones we have right now are the core colors. There's one called Pinky Promise, which leans towards a pink, but it's got a little bit more darkness to it. And that's one of the ones out of stock already because it's so pretty. All right, Frosted Sand, I believe, is the one that I grabbed. Yep, that's the one that I grabbed. Got some errands to run after this, including a walk with the husband before I walk with the Glams. Gotta go to the post office. Really want to try those stamps that Bear Mama and Lori get, but I'm so nervous about it. All right. As soon as we get a dark plum, my friend, you're gonna be the first one I call. All right, that brightened that up. Toned it down, whatever. There we go. That's pretty even, I guess. This one is a little bit darker, don't you think? Yeah. All right. You know, sometimes when you do your makeup and it doesn't quite look the same in both places, and then you try to touch up one and then you go too far. I just don't want to go too far. I haven't decided, though, what color makeup I'm going to wear this weekend yet, though, because, all right, now I'm probably going too far. Because my shirt is burgundy. And that dark plum would really go really well. Okay. now you're offline. Yeah, because of the holiday. Yep. All right, I'm going to try to blend this one more time here. How long are you there? When do you fly back home? Because I know you're coming to the States again, I thought. Yep, I'm going to have to grab some of this Marvelous Mauve. See? I do too much. I do too much. I just need to move on with it. I'm just going to do this. Let's see if that helps. Tone that down a little bit right there. I think that's working a little bit. I'm just going to go with that. Aw, you're so sweet. So are you. So are you. Okay, I'm going to go with that, but I'm going to leave the brown one out so that I can do underneath my eye. Oy. All right. So, not quite to Thanksgiving then, right? I think Thanksgiving's after that this year. Which you could celebrate early and celebrate in the U.S. All right, I'm going to use a little bit of, sorry, didn't mean to lick my fingers, but that stuff stays placed. And I put mauve on. And I'm going to do underneath my eyes a little bit today, which they don't look like they need a ton today. I must have slept well last night. I do remember getting up once, you know, because I gotta get up to go pee at least one time. We really didn't do a lot this weekend. Went for a walk a couple of times, out and about. Our normal shopping. Oh, I did splurge and get 2 new iPads yesterday, just because. Target had a pretty decent sale. They had some money off. My husband's has gotten so old that we couldn't update it anymore. So he definitely needed one, but then I wanted one. So I'm going to write it off for my business anyway. So I got one too. And of course you get them home, right? It's like with all Apple things, my husband laughs. Anytime you upgrade, none of the old stuff is going to work. So the case is the wrong size, and of course the cords are different. The cord is the same as what I'm using on my phone now, but it's different than the one he uses. He still has a little bit like a older phone of mine than mine. And so his cord is different for that. So we got to get him all set up for when he goes to Michigan for hunting, to make sure he's got enough of the right cords and the ones for the car that will work for him. Because he likes to listen, because when you're traveling and you don't have Sirius on there, radio to like continually have radio being played in the background. He likes to listen to YouTube, so he'll start one up that's like 3 hours, and then that'll get him to where he's going to stop the next time and that kind of thing. So, yeah, I'm going to make sure he's got enough cords. All right, we're going to use a little bit of tinted moisturizer. I did wash my brushes this weekend, which made a huge difference because they were getting kind of icky. Tap that in, please. So last night I did get the iPad set up. His is old enough that it wouldn't even transfer to the new one. So I had to set that up manually. And mine actually transferred everything, so I didn't have to deal with that. But he doesn't really have a lot of apps on his phone or on his iPad anyway, so it's fine. Didn't really take that long. Mine actually took longer to update and then move things over than his did. So, yeah. So I get to play with that. Not that I think that there's a lot of difference between the one I had and the one I have now, the new one. But it needed a new case anyway. The case I had gotten at Target, I think. It was a Kate Spade. It was really pretty, but it was getting kind of dirty. It was pink on one side, and like the suede area was getting icky. So it's time for a new case anyway. Might as well buy the iPad. Okay, so what I'm doing for my complexion and my foundation today is that tinted moisturizer. Even though it's not sunny out, it's got an SPF 30 in it. protection anyway, because whether or not the sun is out, you're still getting those UV rays. So don't forget it, your SPF. And I like to touch this up. You can tell I had to order a new one because this baby is getting down to it. I swear I thought I had one in the drawer, but I did not. So, oh, I actually know where this went. I had one in the drawer, but my hairdresser wanted to try some different foundations. So I took her a selection of my cream foundations and this powder foundation. I truly didn't think she would want the powder because she's always anti-powder, but she kept one of the creams and one of the powders. Yeah, I love this stuff. This powder foundation can be worn all by itself. This is my daughter's go-to foundation. She wears it all the time. And you can see you can build it up using, if you've got a nice round brush, you can build it up to be like a flawless foundation. And this kind of toned down that illuminating primer that I was using because... yes, actually you can order Esther from the UK also, or we can get an order coming to you that will arrive at your daughter's place. It's up to you. Did I put some? Yes, I did. Okay. While you're in the States, it's really up to you. I would have to check though, or I could have you check. Like if you order from the UK, do you get, I don't know that you get free shipping. I don't know how awful it is, but we get free shipping here in the US. I'm hoping that at some point it moves over to you guys. We finally just rolled out our free shipping to, I think, to Canada. I'm not positive on that, but Canada has access to our full site, which has like home goods and not just makeup and skincare. It's got home goods and stuff on it. And I know that part of it's not available in the UK yet. They're working on getting everything across the platform available across the globe. So stay tuned. All right, a little bit of blush. Kind of low key today too. I have to fix a bra. Who has to do that? I ordered brand new bras from, where'd I get them from? From Macy's. No, Kohl's. It's a famous brand. It's Bally. I like Bally bras. And I wear the same style all the time. I just get some different colors. So it's time to upgrade them. And one of them was like falling apart at the seam. And I'm like, I had worn it like 2 or 3 times. And I'm like, I'm not going to send it back because I wore it. And it's on a seam, so I can fix it. So I got to do it. I actually needed to. I want to get it fixed before we go to Michigan. All right, I'm going to put the setting powder underneath the eyes first. And then I'm going to come back with that brown and use it as my eyeliner. Now, the one of the other things I really like about these new liquid shadows is the brush. The applicator. It's flat on one side, and then it's got this really fine tip, which you can use as an eyeliner. And even with my toxic tears, meaning I get these tears at the edge of my eyes where, oops, still got a little too much on there. Like, it seems like my eyeliner will be gone after a bit. This seems to be surviving. I'm trying not to get that. I'm going to do a little wingy. And get it all in my lashes. That's exciting. It's not super dark as a liner, which is fine. I'm going to grab a different brush to kind of blend it out a little bit. An eyeliner. Like an eyeliner brush. Who knew? Just going to smooth it out. Oh, great. Got some underneath my eye. We're going to have to take care of that because, like I said, when you get them in place, they stay in place. There. There we go. So I got to catch them quick. So really pretty as an eyeliner. And I'm getting it all over my mirror too. I'm just a hot mess today. I am a hot mess. Boy. See? Nobody's perfect. Try to fix that. So one of the tips you can do about avoiding what I just did is look down into the mirror. You can also do a chin up, look down, which works really well if you have hooded eyes. All right, I think I'm going to go with that because, again, if I mess with it too much, it's going to be like overdone. And I am going to grab my eyeliner brush that I just set down somewhere. There it is. And smooth out underneath the eye. That would work really well for your smoky eye too, Esther, like putting a little bit of this liquid shadow on and then using a brush to kind of fluff it out. All right, so the colors I used today were Marvelously Mauve. It's not the name of it. That's what I keep thinking. Oh, it is Marvelous Mauve. Marvelous Moment. Sorry, my eyes are playing tricks on me. This one, the brown one's Chocolate Truffle, and I used Frosted Sand. Okay, so I got the blush on. I need to do setting powder. Which also helps tone down some of that illumination. Now, the illuminating primer is also good if you have a tendency to have dry skin. So not only does it give you a little bit of that glow, it also gives you a little bit of extra moisture compared to the other primer that I normally use, which is the mattifying one. All right, I felt like I looked a little washed out yesterday. I know the sun's going away already, so a little extra blush is not a bad thing. It's bronzer. I don't want to look washed out, so we're going to take care of that. We're going to do our brows, our lips. Seem to be going slow today, which is not a good thing considering I have some errands to run. It's all good. It's all in one little town, so it's fine. I need to start pre-packing some of the things that I'm taking with me, which I got to take a bigger suitcase, even though it's for a weekend, because I got to take my blow dryer. I think I got, and extra shoes. Okay, let's do the lips. Now let's do the brows first. Brows are looking a little bit washed out. I'm getting my hair cut and my nails done tomorrow. I'm excited about that. This is going to be a trim, I think. Even though some of that gray is coming out, I got it colored last month. I almost said something to my hair. I did say something to my hairstylist, like this time we might need to touch it up just a little bit because I got that reunion we're going to. I don't necessarily want the gray peeking out, but then that kind of throws my schedule off. Or does it? I need to make my follow-up appointments, but I like to, in December when we go, have my hair be colored. So maybe I do need to have it touched up today, or tomorrow, so that I can have it done in December before we go for the holidays. All right, I'm gonna go easy peasy on the brush or on the brows today, just because we're running a little behind. Go with that. Let's do the lips and we'll do the lashes, then we're gonna call it good. So staying with the brown theme with the eyes, I'm gonna do a little bit of brown liner. Can't remember what color I grabbed. See, I have two over there. What did I grab? Powerful and well-to-do. Oh, powerful it is. Oops. Oh, yay. So yours is getting ready for dinner. That's one thing I don't normally do when I, oh, got stuff all over me. I got a mess. I'm a hot mess today. Is change my makeup up because this stuff lasts like all day long. But for the reunion, I think I'm going to wash the face off and do like a whole fresh face. Hopefully get some good pictures with hubby and I. I don't know what he's wearing. A little bit of an ombre there. Okay, I think all I got left is, I do want to do a little bit of setting spray. And lashes, and go wash my hands before we go for our walk. Quadra. See which way it is. There we go. So what colors are you wearing today, my dear? Get these lashes on. Take a couple of pictures for a before and after. So I can put those out on my stories. And I feel like I just put mascara down here now too. Why am I such a hot mess today? Hopefully Saturday night I'm not a hot mess putting makeup on because, you know, I want it to look decent. I do have to work on which colors. I actually don't mind this color combo for even to go with my burgundy. It's kind of a fun fall look. I mean, it's got that mauve in there. The Pinky Promise, though, I can use that like as a one and done. Okay. Are you going to wear plum shadows? Plum lips? Those pictures you've shown so far are so pretty. A little extra volume. Just flipped my brush over. I need to flip it over on the other side too to give it a little more extra volume. I need to double check in my up close and personal mirror, my 10X. Make sure I don't have anything underneath the eyes there. All right, I'm gonna go with this today. Why not? I need to double check this first though. Like I said, I felt like I hit something. Maybe not. Yep, there's a little bit. I need my spoolie brush. Brush that away. Yeah, there we go. Oh, can't wait to see. All right, that's the look for today. You guys have a fantastic Monday. Enjoy your time there. I hope your dinner is spectacular. I know it's going to be with your 4-star chef going on. Can't wait to see what it is. All right, take care, you guys. Thanks for hopping on. Love you guys. Talk to you soon.